Hi, everyone. This is Kathy Mamelin, psychic medium. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to a collective love reading for any sign and any sign that you may be thinking of. Today, this is a no contact love reading, and I'm going to be asking my spirit guides about a person on your mind that you could be in no contact with, low communication, um, kind of could be a twin flame situation. What is your person thinking and feeling is what we're going to ask spirit. What are messages of guidance that spirit has for you today? So let's call in our spirit guides. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's newly guided to this channel and this reading. I'm so grateful. Spirit, please share with me for my no contacts. What is it that you have for us? What is it that you need me to hear today? I am listening for you now. I have a wheelbarrow. Progression is easier when you balance your load. So it felt like make it easy, take something off your shoulders. Take off your shoulders the things that you can't control. You can't control your person's feelings right now. You can't control their actions. You can't make them do something that they're not ready to do. So sometimes you just have to kind of let something roll off your back, take that load off a little bit on yourself, focus on yourself. Spirit saying, I have a river, flow with life's current, but choose your course. You get to choose, okay? Even if you feel like you're going, down White River Rapids, you can choose to like swim to the shore, paddle over to the shore and get out. So you don't have to stay in this kind of drama or chaos, okay? You can stop the thought patterns that are spinning in your head. You can ask spirit for help to take that energy away. You can stop talking about it. That's a good way, talking to friends and family or obsessing over it. Just say, I've got to quiet my mind for now. I can't constantly be thinking about this person. I've got to put my thoughts into some other things. Maybe they're just asking you to, yes, it's going to go through these cycles. It's going to be highs and lows. It's going to be a lot of movement. It's emotional, right? It's very emotional. So I feel like I have to quiet my mind. This sense of obsessing. Now that could be you, that could be them, that I'm just can't get you out of my mind. I want to know who you're with. What are you doing? All of those things. And it's driving me crazy. So this, that's always a feeling. If it's them, that's always a feeling of, obviously they're not in a good place. And you mean more to them than you know. So let's see what the cards are saying. I have a 5 of Swords. I have a 2 of Pentacles. I have a Magician. And I have a Lover's card. This person's been fighting their feelings. I feel like this is probably actually a very good connection. And it probably felt like this is amazing. And then all of a sudden, this person started going back and forth with, what do I want? What I don't want? What am I feeling? What am I not feeling? They either didn't give it enough time or they jumped ship. It's almost like I walked away before the magic happened. Okay. I walked away. They're saying I walked away too soon. Okay, so maybe it was really starting to get good. It's been good for a while. And they jumped ship just when it started to kind of get settled in or really good or better. Okay, something like that. But I feel like they're running from their feelings. Okay, either something spooked them that it's heading into a commitment. My feelings are deeper than I thought they would be. I don't want to be trapped. Maybe they told themselves they didn't want to be in a relationship and then they ended up in one. I need time with that Hanged Man, Page of Swords. I have a Moon, and I have a Hierophant. This is coming into me as I'm doing some kind of a deep dive work, believe it or not, whether you believe they're doing it or not. It's more of they're really trying to see the big picture. You know, they're trying to understand what's their part in this, what's their future. This is coming into me as I really do like you. I really do want to be with you, like this page. I loved everything from the beginning. So maybe they're reliving how we started, how we met, how we connected, how we fell in love, realizing that there's something here. I have a Nine of Cups, and this person, even though Nine of Cups is contentment and satisfied, I don't know, he looks like he's looking for something more. He's looking like he's alone at that table. So maybe he's starting to realize, like, I could have everything. I could have a beautiful house, a job, money in the bank, but I don't have you. And that's what's missing now. So sometimes when you take something away, that's when people realize what they had. You know, unfortunately, you kind of wish that they would figure that out, but sometimes people have to feel that pain to understand that they really do have feelings for you, and they pull away. It doesn't make sense, but they do. Detachment. I had to let this go so I could clear my mind. I had to find myself. I had to find peace. I needed to be alone. Sometimes people will just say that, I just need to be alone. You know, what does that mean? You know, you take it as, you don't want to be with me? No, I just need my own time and own space. I need time to think. You are irreplaceable. The way you love can never be matched. So are they starting to realize that there's no one out there like you? Reciprocity. I want to have an equal give and take. I think maybe they realized that it was almost a feeling of you deserve to have an equal give and take. And they knew that they weren't giving. Okay. They knew that you were giving and giving and giving. And maybe they were just showing up, you know, and going for the ride. People know when they're putting their energy into it. You know, they do. They know when they're backing off. They know when they're pulling away. Some people do it intentionally. They start to give you the silent treatment. They start to call less often. They start to not be as engaged when you're on the phone with them, and they just answer and like, yes, no, yeah, see you later, you know, and they're not really kind of engaged. So they know they're pulling away. They know when they're doing that. Daydreaming. I'm always longing for you. Now, sometimes when we even when we want it, we put ourselves out there, and then we realize that, how come I can't get you off my mind? How come I'm obsessing over you? How come being away is driving me crazy? Okay, being away from you is driving me crazy. And that's when you say, but this is what you wanted. But sometimes they don't realize, like, what's the consequences of being away? What's the consequences of not talking to you and feeling that pain? So, you know, sometimes people just don't think, and maybe your person just wasn't thinking of the consequences and how much it was going to hurt you. So let's see what else they want us to know. Spirit, is this person going to call, come back? Where are we headed? I have a Magician. I have a Two of Cups. I have a Moon. And I have a Tower. I feel like this person's definitely reflected on what you guys have been through recently. Also, on the other end, they're reflecting on, you know, what was good about this. It's a feeling of, where's the middle? Where's the middle? Queen of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, and a Fool. So are they realizing that maybe you were the best thing that ever happened to them? Or we could start again, or that they really do care about you, or that we are meant to be together. And the dice are jumping out at me, that maybe I should be willing to roll the dice again and give this another chance. So I feel like there's a real part of me that's saying this person had to separate themselves from this connection in order to test themselves with what are my real feelings. And the only way they could do that, it was almost like, I've got to feel the pain. I've got to see if I miss this person as much as I think I'm going to miss this person. And if I do, that answers the question that I'm supposed to be with this person. So I do feel like they are somehow testing themselves. It's not the right way to go about it, but a lot of people do it. Sometimes they overreact, Spirit saying this person could have overreacted in a situation and struggled with, I just, I got to have some space. I got to have some time. But I do feel this sense of I walked away too soon. I walked away before it got better, before we settled into this connection. I pushed it away. I'm trying to distract myself from thinking of you, but that's hard to do. I want to be with you, but I'm scared. Okay. So they're a runner, no doubt in my mind. I know you're the one for me. I have a pretty good idea this person's going to reach out to you. I love you more than I ever let on. They are definitely, they're using the word washing, like they're washing away their feelings. They're wiping away their feelings. They're trying to push their feelings under the rug. They're trying to not acknowledge their feelings, and the feelings keep popping up in their face, and they're popping up as an obsession that they can't get you out of their mind. So that part is really upsetting them, because maybe they've walked away 100 times before from other people and they never felt this way before. It never kind of controlled them emotionally or held them hostage the way that this connection is holding them. Yeah, I think you've got somebody who is, they're saying learning to love again. Okay. So are you ready to love again? Are you ready to put some energy into this? Okay. Spirit, can I have another message, please? Strength, determination, perseverance, and self-discovery. That could be what they're working on. I'm just trying to figure out who I am. Lover's card. We have a passionate connection, a shared vision, and values. So I feel like I can't deny this. I feel like I'm really struggling with, I didn't realize how much I loved you until you were gone energy. I think that's what overall this reading is about. It's like, now that you're gone, I realize how much you meant to me, or how much we had. And I think that happens to a lot of people, put it in the category of, I took this for granted, or I didn't realize how amazing you are, all that you did for me, until I don't have that communication, receiving and expressing the truth. So are we ready to be strong? Maybe, I would say so. If anything, they're having some kind of eye-opening realization that what you had together was true, was good, was lasting, and it could be lasting. And they ran. And I think they're acknowledging that they pushed it away out of fear. It's pretty basic, but if they've grown through this experience, that their body and their mind and their heart is feeling it day in and day out, and they're wondering why, they're realizing that you mean a lot more to them than they ever even imagined. So I'm going to put this out there as a reconciliation at some point, that this person will come back. Give it time. I don't have a timeline right now. Let's end with, let's see what they want you to surrender to. Maybe they have something that you should work on in the meantime. Spirit, what do you want us to surrender to? Surrender to fear. Let go of the fearful stories you are telling yourself. Stay in the moment. Focus on solutions and celebrate every baby step forward. So don't worry about where am I going to end up at the end of the day. You know, life is a long journey. Love is a long journey. People and relationships are long journeys. We can't let the fear of the unknown, you know, take over our bodies and minds and spirits. So for today, I'm going to say focus on yourself. Let this person do some healing. Let this person feel their feelings so that they can return to you. I'm going to put this out into the universe. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. If you're new to this channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you for your comments. I appreciate them all. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, please visit my website at kathymamolinspsychicmedium.com. Also, I'll put my other 2 YouTube channel links in the description below. I hope you enjoyed your messages. We'll see you soon.